And we are back. That's right. Se7en did decide to come back to the lobby after the interesting experience of game 1 between them and VP here. And did they make the right choice, Trent? Should they have come back to the lobby?
Of course. You have to try your best. You know, they got to make it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it was a gruesome end to that game. I feel like a lot of that was on, I'd say Solo. Like, Solo was definitely a standout performer there.
Well, I hope you're excited.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
That was surprising.
They banned the Brew. They didn't ban the Lich. I feel like IO has to have priority here.
Rubik was banned first phase last game. Maybe this guy's a Rubik spammer or something, but Rubik... I mean, Rubik is definitely first phase pickable. I've been watching a lot of the C games where he's just getting first picked right away, and that's fine, but I don't really get it picking into an IO, because you kind of know what's coming.
Yeah.
Just not a really great support versus an IO in general.
They don't really have a combo yet either. Like, Beastmaster Rubik isn't necessarily strong. Beastmaster in himself is... I don't know. I feel like this hero, he kind of works a little bit better, especially with this bigger focus on auras now. He benefits from that and giving that to his team.
He also got a large buff because of all the things that stopped working on BKB.
That is true. That's true. And of course, the other change I think they made was they split the summons apart.
Yes, it's back to one of the older styles. That change has gone over and over into different ways. So no longer summons a neutral, and now you have a button for your boar and a button for your hawk. But the hawk you don't control anymore. Like, you can't micro it. You just point and click and it flies there invisible. Kind of interesting.
It's like it's not necessarily a buff or nerf. It's a different style, right? Because before you can move it and it could get caught. Now it's just invis. They need sentries.
I like that it lasts for a full minute. I think that's kind of crazy. And I think the vision went up or down. I'll have to check.
I remember. I thought it stayed the same.
It went down.
Okay,
yeah.
It went down.
Because it went down, but now it's permanently invisible, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. So, like, it's basically, you can still do kind of like backdoor base race, these type of things with Beastmaster, and you could basically send it in more direct routes. Well, you have to send it direct route, but, you know, you don't have to worry about weaving it through trees as much anymore. And
now you can have 2 of them just when it's at level 4. With like the 30-second cooldown going on, so it's interesting. I really like the idea of having more vision-based heroes. I think it is a difficult thing to balance, but it's something that a lot of those heroes that we used to talk about vision a lot, like back around the TI5 era, there was this whole idea of a lineup of always having a vision hero. So teams would have like a Dazzle or something to dive behind towers because they throw down the weave and it would give vision, or people would always pick Clockwork or they pick Beastmaster, and you'd hear captains talking about vision all the time. But now we don't really hear about that at all anymore. It's not like a big concept in the game because a lot of those heroes have just been nerfed to the point where they don't feel as viable. So
I think it's also kind of
make a slight return.
Teams are more like clear on what they want to achieve in terms of objectives and where they want to move. So Wards, to a certain extent, covers that.
Yeah, the games are better defined now. Like the play style is better defined than it used to be. Like everyone kind of knows what everyone's doing more so.
Well, we do get a Sansa coming out, which is, of course, to counter that relocate from Aya, given the new nature of that hero. It also stops VP from adding to this big team fight cluster they could go for, you know, things like Enigma or Void or a Phoenix.
Centaur is still in though, right?
That is true. They could go for that. They go for the Spirit Breaker, though, which is, you know, this feels like we're in CIS now. This is the... There's any region I stamp CIS on, I'm actually going to stamp it on the buttocks region of Spirit Breaker. You know, like you just branded him.
Yeah. Been seeing him spammed quite a bit in pubs lately. All of his various changes now with his movement speed. He just got a slight nerf, right? It was like a very, very small one, just a slight bouncing one. But
yeah, I think it was a slight tweak because people's filthy combos with increasing the speed, especially Darkseer.
The surge, yeah, that was pretty great. It's like 500 damage bash or something.
seems reasonable. I see no problem here. Spirit Breaker's a hero again, folks. I mean, I actually haven't tested it. I don't know if you've tested it. Like, I need to, because I was theorizing about it last night, is with phase boots, whether it activates before you connect with a charge. Because if so, that's pretty crazy. Because that's like a decent increase in damage as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. It seems like it probably wouldn't, but...
Still a decent item to build on them anyway, just because you can chase onto people for more bashes. But Jug, 4th pick. Jug is a hero that is resurfacing after being dead in a lot of people's eyes for a long time. Other than, I think BSJ was the only one that believed in this hero. From the games that I have seen in all regions.
Yeah. So it's, what is it, 1.8 times your attack rates, and then you get like bonus damage. So you guys probably saw that clip on Reddit, maybe of today or yesterday, where BSJ is playing Jug and he gets fire spirited, and then the Omni Slash is like trash. It was pretty funny. You only get like 3 attacks off.
I think
it's like based off your fire or your attack speed.
I think the best one I've seen is the a Huskar disarms him just before he Omni Slashes, and he does nothing, absolutely nothing.
Oh, that's pretty brutal. Didn't think of that.
It's pretty scary. I try to think if there's ways to get out. Like, technically, you could have a BKB, and then you could like use that if you're that worried about those two. Actually, no, like Manta. Shouldn't you be able? I haven't tested, but you should be able to activate Manta during Omni Slash.
Yeah, but you can't Manta off Halberd because it's undispellable.
Oh yeah, no, not Halberd, but like for example, the disarm from Huskar from the new ability.
Yeah,
and then also in that case the Fire Spirits. So there's ways.
Oh, this is a core shaman.
This is indeed. Well, it could be his core Spirit Breaker. I doubt it though. Most likely the core shaman.
I think it'll be the Pasha shaman again, right? He was the one who whiffed the wards, right?
Just a few times. Just a few.
He's gonna get his revenge here. But very strong right-clicking ranged hero. So pair it with someone who can kind of be in the front line and just tank some of the blows and help you play aggressively as a Xiao Shaman. So I can see how the Spirit Breaker works. Has the global presence. Gives you a little bit of push with the snakes now too. So whew, spooky. And then they're going to take away the other global presence of the Invoker mid. Kind of looked like a good hero for 7, honestly, with the Roar. But
yeah, they've got a decent amount of choices still. So I mean, it's good for the Roar. I'm just trying to think like in terms of other setup. Usually, if you want to like pick an Invoker and you're still stuck in your old ways of Exhort, you want good lockdown on both lanes. It's like Silencer plus Juggernaut lane doesn't really have that.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
But honestly, I think you're like they're right with VP probably considering that. Like you've got the stun from Gyrocopter, you've got a Spirit Breaker and a Shaman. These could get scary really quickly. Especially seeing as no one is... I think he's the only one still doing this weird 2-2-2 build, right? I don't think I've seen any other Invoker do that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. That one definitely caught me off guard at KL.
He makes it work, though.
Oh, I wonder if he'll try Storm with the buffs. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. There's like Telekinesis, Roar, and Global. I'm going to assume he won't Storm.
But
I feel like no one just really wants to make that hero work.
Yeah, I think I've seen him pick it maybe once or twice.
Actually,
so.
OD looks pretty good here.
Like we
used to be a counter pick to the Beastmaster because you'd astral anyone who got roared.
Yeah, and as we were just saying, like we're talking about it off the cast, is like this hero is really good at clearing ancients. It is super greedy though from that perspective because you've already got Gyro, right? So
yeah,
there's the whole distribution of farm issue. Okay, Monkey works too. In a patch about Agi heroes, one of the most controversial Agi heroes probably is a good choice.
I just don't understand. I'm kind of still a little tilted by that change to his Mischief.
Oh, yes.
Why does he get a jaunt? I don't understand. It feels so broken.
You like dodging RPs? Because you can do that.
You can dodge anything. It's, you know there's an axe on the enemy team. It's longer invulnerability than Manta. Like, how is that a thing? 0.3 seconds is a long time. I'm trash and I can make that work on stuff. Like, I don't know about that. I was very shocked because this hero already felt really strong. Yeah,
it's actually really good against a lot of these type of harassment heroes in lanes. So anything projectile based, you're screwed. Sansa and Rubik should still be able to hit him pretty easily though, as they are like point cast or instant, and they're not like travel time type things. Same for Beastmaster Roar. I'm not sure how it interact with Juggernaut.
Roar is
what?
So, right?
It's
just like a really fast one.
I haven't ever seen that. Okay, that's interesting.
I think it's kind of like Lagoon. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's definitely some weird interactions with the Roar, but I can't remember what it is.
Anyway, I'm most intrigued by the Omni Slash.
It won't be happening this game.
Yeah.
Yes, the Omni Slash is a decent one to be watching for.
Because technically, like, it makes you invulnerable, but it doesn't necessarily. I don't know. It's maybe if you slow your attack speed, just take your items out, continue afterwards. Final pick for 7 though. Like, what is your solution here? You're gonna have to lane someone against Monkey King. It won't be any of these heroes so far because neither of them can handle him. It will get handled pretty hard. Probably gonna want a ranged hero. That OD you mentioned before for Virtus Pro could be good for Se7en here.
Yeah, people used to try and use that against Spirit Breaker. I don't know. There's some awkward picks here. Curious if they just have something they're very comfortable with. It's like Bat Rider mid shit could be kind of okay, actually.
It's not bad. I think like Se7en are in this issue where they will have to be the ones active because there's gyro IO farming constantly. Okay, but that kind of feels like a cookie cutter pick, right? Like we just need to fill in. I mean, most of the time.
I don't know. It looks like a very kind of pub lineup where it's just like everyone's kind of thinking about their own game a lot, where you're just trying to be, oh, I want to play Jug. I love this hero. Just doesn't really scream like a Jug game to me. He's up against some pretty decent stuns. Like he was already up against a Spirit Breaker when he gets picked, which is a pretty bad hero because Oxyr Spin doesn't work there. So that's kind of weird. The healing ward already being targeted by an IO who has nothing else to do in a fight but look for a healing ward to right click. And Gyrocopter, I don't know, it was kind of a weird Jug game. And then this Beastmaster has to make sure that every time Roar's off cooldown, he's getting kills. And then Mirana, I do like the Mirana in the sense that she can fit the pace and the tempo, as we say, of what Se7en need to do to win. I think Puck would have been like another option, but the laning matchup probably would have been harder, I guess, in their opinion. So
it's also like Puck would have suffered a lot against Shadow Shaman because you tend to go pretty deep. If you get caught, you're in trouble. Whereas, like,
yeah, but you shouldn't be getting hexed by a Shadow Shaman or anything, I don't think. If you're playing Puck and Shadow Shaman catches you, you're probably not a Puck player.
Maybe that's the case. I mean,
that's what I would say.
Mirana, instead you catch the person shackling, you throw an arrow in their face. There's some uses here. But I think you're right in that it fits the tempo that they are required to have here. Because Beastmaster, like I said, whenever Roar's off cooldown, he has to find kills because it's a gyro IO. The gold is just going to keep on coming in. And this goes late. I don't like Se7en's chances.
I mean, I don't like their chances, period, after that last game. I believe that chat was correct and that the draft did last longer than the game, it felt like. So we'll see if this time they can try and drag things out a bit longer here. Maybe it's just this whole idea of the lanes, right? These are pretty strong laning heroes. I'd say Silencer is probably Silencer and Rubik are weak, but the three cores are definitely good laning heroes. So they're trying to get back to the basics to see if that will carry them somewhere in this game.
We'll see if Beastmaster can bully out. I'm a little bit concerned about how he's going to catch anyone, though, with the IO tethering in conjunction with the gyro. Like, when are you ever going to catch them? You can't keep on them constantly harassing is the worry. Especially with, like, the changes to boots. I feel like strength heroes is definitely a big advantage now. Disadvantage, rather. Like, most of them are being melee, and the fact that, Agi is what increases movement speed more, and you're against an Agi hero. Scary.
Looks like all the lanes will just be completely normal, though. No weird mix-ups or anything. I was curious if they might try the IO Gyro mid, but once the monkey was picked out, seems like it would likely be for no one in the mid, so that is what we'll get. Damn, Bob the Jug's just, like, standing there.
Yeah, and meanwhile, on top, a lot of damage has to be done by IO here. Roger getting pretty low, but they already used the Fade Bolt. Wasn't the wrong choice, so they can trade better, but they are not next to the runes. They're going to move in now. Ramses does pick it up. They'll let him have the other rune, though. Vampire will tank a lot of damage, though.
God, level 1 Rocket Barrage is just so terrible.
It is. It's just like, tickle. Beautiful. I mean, the interesting thing about this lane is the fact that Harry Potter did take Call of the Wild, level 1. Which might be something to do with what we were saying about how the hell do you actually catch them. Boars might be a solution.
I mean, Boars are definitely good in the lane. They can't really kill them that easily just because even though they're double range heroes, it's like the short range of the gyro. And you can see even the right clicks from the IO don't do that much damage to them. So Boars are a good choice here for sure.
I do like the fact that Ruby stopped that Fade Bolt. It wasn't just good for the initial bout. It's also just going to starve Ramses out a bit here. I mean, Gyro doesn't really have a lot of damage to begin with.
Something tells me he'll still probably get most of the last. This guy's pretty good.
I mean, in fairness, as I said that, he did manage to just get some more, so yeah. Probably the case. I mean, he is already doing better than the Beastmaster. In fairness, though, Rubik is busy pulling through the wave.
I feel like no one's just gonna dominate this mid lane.
I mean, how do you contend with it? Like, both agi heroes, Monkey King can scare the crap out of you. You don't want to have to expend leaps early on because there's a large quantity of time to wait until you got them again.
What's up with this level 1 arrow? I guess she's just using it to secure range creeps.
I think that's like the standard we do see, yeah.
I was wondering if people would start using it for the neutral camps more.
Yeah, like I was surprised.
If you're dire side, there's so many close to you now.
I mean, you can still like walk a little bit over to about here and then hit through onto the camp there as well. So, like, there's ways to do it from the Radiant side.
The Radiant side is just so trash in comparison. You have like just the medium camp. Like, at least you can get the XP if you hit that camp. But if you're on the dire side, like, you got some nice camps. You can hit like all of them, which is pretty sweet.
I think the other thing as well about like Starstorm just taking it too early is like it's not cost effective on mana, and with Aquila being gone now, it's hard to justify, right?
Last hit secured.
You know, see, arrows work out.
I'm surprised the bottom lane's been so quiet, but as I say that, they will charge on the Mantis here. But I think it's solo just put in the harass.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet. There was a lot of damage going out onto the VP members. They were getting pretty low and being forced away, courtesy of course, the Arcane Curse. Solo is praying for bashes. Sometime this year would be preferable.
Yeah, he started out real poor, though.
That's true.
No Orb of Venom.
I mean, he had no
just
choice. He's playing this plus 5 for a breaker after all. You know, concessions must be made.
Yeah, it's the life. I don't know where Roger's gold went, though.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out actually what he grabbed. I think he... Did he go double tangos? I think it was.
Dire Courier.
Is coming top. It really needs to bring out these Wraith
3 Wraith Band recipes. All right, this patch, ladies and gentlemen.
Just, can we just agree now, the problem is the attack speed, full stop. I mean, you know, one of them isn't for him first, one of them was for no one, but still.
But still. It's just like...
It's an inherent issue with Wraith Bands. Like, the issue wasn't the quantity it was giving, it's the fact there's attack speed on top of attack speed from agility anyway. Like, you're getting double value here compared to any other, like, stallion. Don't get me started on poor little nullies, on how they do nothing. Or feel like they do nothing.
So, Rubik has to pull the whole wave behind the tower, which is nice. His Beastmaster is going to get full experience himself. Obviously, Roger here harassing him, being annoying. And can't even zone him off despite the big move speed advantage. Doesn't want to miss any of these last hits, but going for the full points in the call and the inner beast is, yeah, they have charge.
Oh, they're gonna get mana.
Yeah, there you go.
They see an easy target. They'll charge across. There's your first blood, and salved up. Jug's moving forward. He wants Pasha. Can he get close enough for the spin? He can't.
Nah, he's got boots and windlace, so.
It's looking rough for Jug as well. He's getting pretty low. In fairness, Sansa kind of had to make that move. Otherwise, you'd probably lose your core.
Oh, and Solo has that Orb Venom now too. I was wondering what happened to his move speed, so there you go.
Yeah, that's the pain. He did pick it up. Pasha has to back up, so Solo's going to be on 2-1. In fairness, I don't think there's a better hero for trading in terms of, like, just raw HP and armor.
Well, the Ogre. Come on now.
Yeah, but that's like regen. Like, if you're going to consistently be in the fight, I think... I don't know. Spirit Breaker... I'll give you Ogre, yes, like he'll sustain better, but there's more damage output, right, from the Spirit Breaker. If you're relatively
Shaman's lucky. The damage, my dude.
Hey, it's all about the bash chance.
Spirit Breaker.
Wow. Wait to write off Solo like he doesn't even matter here. This man was instrumental last game. Instrumental. He could be again. You know, the gank power is pretty strong.
Watch come back with a bottle too. I mean, look at this guy. Get the double charge through too. Very nice.
See you later. They still get commit. I don't blame him. He's getting pretty low on HP. I mean, in fairness, he can't really gank mid is the problem because you've got the leaps to escape every time.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those considerations when it comes to those mid heroes versus Spirit Breaker. Kind of the same thing with like Clockwork and everything when he actually used to get picked. You can see the same heroes over and over every time. Oh, there goes our little invisible hawk. It's kind of cute.
Spirit Breaker is on his way top. This is a more feasible scenario to go towards him. You'll find it. Rubik down. See you later. Leap in and Beastmaster. They might be able to run him down, but Solo's in the way. There you go. Slow him down a little bit more. Ball slapping in his face. They're going to die.
Give him the bash. You know he's going.
Just one. Hogo sticking along. No one's in for the ride. He can get under the tree, but he can't get out. Charge through. Double kill for Solo.
Yeah, they go back for the Rubik. Is this some no one lane tax or some shit?
It's like, I came in for nothing. Come on.
Ramsey's just like, come on, dude. Come on. I want to get level 6 here. Let the creep wave go.
Except that Solo got the kill. Except that your Spirit Breaker is now relevant. Imagine if your charge affected Corius.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, I feel like we're heading to that
he's
point.
Gonna hear for the chain stun.
Oh, no. Jug. Can he get the stun? Doesn't need it. The Jingu's enough. No one gets the kill. And now he'll move forward straight away looking for more. On the Manus. He hasn't got the Boundless Strike, but he doesn't need it.
They just make Dota look so easy.
I think it's something about this hero being played in the mid lane as well, right? Like, Monkey King's potential aggression is insane. You just get Jingu
like
and go.
These guys, like, they're all good players. You know what I mean? Like, these guys have been playing Dota forever, for the most part, on this Radiant team. And then you watch them play against someone like Virtus Pro, and then it's just brutal.
Are you just trying to hide that it's depressing, Trent? Were you secretly planning to go pro?
Well, it's just like, how is it just like, it's 5-0, it's a 3K lead. Like, it's shocking that they can just build this lead so quickly.
It's true.
It's very impressive. Like, you look at the last hits, it doesn't look that bad.
No, it's just the pickoffs.
There's not a massive gap there.
It's literally just the pickoffs, and good pickoffs at that.
Better itemization too, not having to buy as much regen, all that kind of stuff.
Small variables. We said about last game. It's not a big moment usually in a Dota game that's just like, oh, okay, that lost you the game. Unless you get like 2 hours, and you do a stupid dieback, but that's rare.
Mantis.
Yeah, Mantis is gone. And Juggernaut can't even help.
Oh, yeah.
He'll just get harassed. Yeah. Smash him in the face a little. He's got a point in the healing ward at least now. Charging, Solo's going. Shield. All right, spin comes out. Solo, he's committed. He really, really wants a bash. He's living life on the edge. Oh, Shackles. He baits him in. It works out. They got the Ether Shock to work with, but the healing ward's going through. They haven't. No, they're charging. They're going. He gets him. Oh, the boots, the wind lace gives enough power behind that charge.
Silencer just walking to lane instead of TPing.
He's like, Jug's fine. He's got the healing ward. He can't possibly die. Oh, right. New Spirit Breaker. New Spirit Breaker.
Well, once again, there's a 3-level advantage here. And this time it's between Ramses and the support at the very least, but just because he's been completely absent.
That's true. But like we can forgive that. We have to look at the comparison between heroes. And interesting enough, Mirana's a higher level than the Monkey King right now. Okay, he caught up.
That makes sense, for sure.
I mean, he's going
she's only been farming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that farming has resulted in triple Wraith Band. What more did we really expect here? Triple Wraith Band on both of them.
Yep.
Phase boots available on the Monkey King course. Mirana has got her boots coming out. No, it's a ball. She went for a ball. Right, she's going to try and drink her problems away, which, take it under advisement, that usually doesn't end well.
Whew. Well, now we have relocates in 1 level. He just cracks a 5 on Roger. They have a stack here, so it's coming relatively soon. And Harry Potter, the big decision maker and decider probably for the Radiant team when he actually gets his roar up in a minute. So they're going to have to try and find some sort of kill with Hannah at that point. They've now used the Moonlight Shadow defensively. They know that the Monkey King is there.
No, they want the runes. They really want these runes. But the problem is immediately afterwards, you might get punished.
It looked like they saw him. Are they going to try and break the tree?
No, they don't. They just want to walk away. It's too late. Invis rune comes up. No one picked up. Mantis charged through onto Vampire. Solo wants to get 2 for the price of 1. The lift coming out, so Rip can move away, but Mantis won't be so lucky as he gets ran down. Arrow doesn't connect on Solo. Jug's here as well. Omni Slash comes through. No one's trying to tank it up, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Blade Fury is going to be there. No one's looking to move away. Leap forward. Solo's going to live, and now no one's going to turn around. There's a Jingu coming through. Shackle's going to be there, and Juggernaut. They're going to move the healing ward away. Balance Strike connects onto 2. The Ether Shock through. They'll find that kill. They'll charge him on Hannah. Going to try and move away, but the leaps, don't worry about that. They're going to follow through. He's out of leaps now. Solo getting low. Needs to move away. He will survive this. Living life on the edge, but VP know they can. That's what we call that is efficient shrine usage.
Can't even find a kill. They just dance in and out like that.
Yep.
Like,
you were right.
Beastmaster can't get there for the roar.
Like you were saying, there's something about watching this team play and the way that they do it. They just shoot us exactly there. Like, you know, in that scenario, would you go back in on those heroes? Usually not. It looked risky, but... Oh, charge in. Hannah has got one leap to work with. Solo gets hit in the face with an arrow, though. The bold primal roll comes out. They'll take any kill they can get, and they will take a big slab of beef. Not sure if it's Kobe rare, but they'll enjoy it anyway. It's probably not the optimal target for a primal raw, but in fairness, you take what you're given at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting bottom tower with snakes and a catapult, so there could have been some communication of just like, just go in. I'll get bottom tower. It's fine. You're a spear breaker with no gold. Who cares?
That's the defense. We're going to defend them. It's like, yeah, Solo's a genius. He wouldn't make this choice without a tactical decision behind it.
They have so much vision on the Radiant side, too. Like,
yeah, this is...
all of that Radiant jungle.
I mean, they know Mirana's been spending a lot of time in there, right? So they're just trying to set up for kills on that layer. Meantime, they're going on Jug. Oh, no, Jug. Jug, no. Not like this. He gets the spin out. They can control him up. They have got the Never Strike. The Bash is going to be there. The relocate comes in. And what's your choice? Your choice is to die. The Hex is going to be there. They don't even have to use the Spirit Breaker ult in the end.
No, Solo can save it if anyone else decides to TP through. No one holds the mid lane easily. Top lane is being hit by a couple of range creeps, but there's no one continuing to pressure.
Yeah, Beastmaster's
worried about rotations. So,
I mean, I don't think I've seen a Beastmaster this scared in a while. Usually it's this hero that's in lane, pushing towers constantly, just getting up in your face, trying to force rotations. But that's not Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a man who does not want to die. Experienced it once, never again. So,
is Necro done, it looks like?
I believe so. It should be. Yes.
Yep, got it.
All right, so now he should be in the lanes almost always, just pushing. Unless he's got Primal Roll. Cooldown. The problem is, they're going in. Cooldown's going to come out. Missile chasing through. Primal Roll comes out, but that's fully defensive. Moonlight Shadow used as well. They keep on chasing. They don't have detection.
It's kind of just like, this hero's okay against the Isle lineup. I can kind of see it because you're getting vision into their jungle and stuff and looking for pickoffs on them, but there's also a Monkey King, so I don't think he can play that aggressively, right? Like, Monkey King jumping at the trees and Spirit Breaker means that he can't play Beastmaster the way you want to.
True. They're trying to get Roger here. Move in. There'll be enough of the Fade Bolt and the DD on the Mirana. That is the whole team rotated towards the top lane. Just to get a kill on the Io. You need to get this tower or it's totally not worth. Problem is, in the bot lane, this ward's doing the thing.
And Solo takes that space, right? Like, when he sees that stuff happening up top, he smokes through that bottom area, puts down 2 new wards in the Radiant jungle to keep the vision control there.
It's just effectively trading at every scenario. Like, whether it's directly tower versus tower or tower to get power in terms of vision. Which, like I said, those 2 wards for a tier 1 top, I'd take that. Because now you can play around their own jungle. They have to play around yours to do anything. Gyro hit by an arrow, but Hannah needs to leave. He only has 1 leap as well. Could get scary. Drums being used. They got the Never Strike. Solo gonna use it. Knocks him back. Balance Strike comes through. There's the use. All the Wukong's going down. Hannah's gonna fall. It might actually find a kill in Manus. Yep, Manus is gone as well. Or is he? No, the boar's. The boar. The pig saves a life this day. And actually, he's annoying the crap out of Solo before falling. But credit to the pig. Pig is MVP now. Yeah. He gave up his bacon to make sure someone else's didn't get hashed and cooked.
Oh, I think they're considering the old relocate here.
Oh, they might. They've got full vision. Smoke just came out as well, and I believe that was poor on the vision.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, charge coming in. They see Jug. He's got the Omni Slash, but will he get out? There it is. Spin's going to be there. Cooldown is going to come through. Rubik is down already. Primal Roar used to push them away, but Jarekov is fine. Io just healing up the whole while. They're going to go for Roger instead. Mirana is getting low. Omni Slash comes through, chasing on the Solo. They'll be able to find both the sports buyback as they on the Io and on the Spirit Breaker. The relocate in will save Ramsey. You might be able to turn around. Hannah needs to be careful about this. Taking a lot of damage in return, and no one just being cutted out right now. We'll turn around to Manus. We'll be able to get him low. The charge is continuing, but no one. He's losing too much health. He's going to go down. They get the kill on the silence, so the relocate out. And Solo, are you really committing here?
So he just got Omni Slashed on Monkey King and presses Mischief and it switches to someone else. Am I not seeing that correctly?
I believe that was the case, yes. Instead, it was poor Solo carrying the torch.
What is that? What is... Oh,
it's balance in all things. Hannah, they're going to go on him here. Dust to reveal. They've got the shackles as well. They can't do anything to stop this. They're going to attack on the Pasha, but the Pasha's through. The Eve Shock's enough. Global Silence finally going to be there. Maybe you should have cancelled that TP and just used it straight away, because Pasha He's going to be close, but he will live. Io keeps him alive. Jug chasing through in the meantime on the back foot. Harry Potter does fall to solo, and the charge crew is going to be there to interrupt Juggernaut before he can get the kill on the Pasha. They'll turn around, Hex comes out, they've got the shackles again, they kill off the silencer, and this is just kill after kill after kill. They are full on just dancing now.
Yeah. Kudos to attempt the IO +1 lineup and give it to Virtus Pro, but...
You know, you thought you could deal with it, right? I was telling you about the last time I cast these guys, they had Gyro, Io, and Broodmother in a lineup, and they lost when they had it. So maybe they thought that it was the Io Gyro that's just not that strong. They're like, nah, it's just a weak combo. It doesn't do anything.
I think it's just like, fight the enemy that you know.
Oh, no.
It's like, at least if you know they're going to go for it. Might have some strats already.
Solo's going to go down here. They have to come out of the pit to deal with this. Solo's still alive. Front row's going to be there, but now they have to move away. Wukong comes out. Stun's going to be there on the Beastmaster. They might be able to get him low. Solo did die in the meantime. Long-range shackles coming out. Harry Potter will fall. An arrow won't connect.
I had to check that he went to level 15 for a second there.
I was like, I
think
think
caster's talent or something? Like, my God, it's still so long.
Aphas, man.
All right, here we go, though.
Okay, they're sneaking in. It's low. They're actually going to let them have this. They can't do anything without the IO. This is a big win for Se7en. They needed something to stay in this, and this might just be it.
I mean, I don't think it'll be enough, but
it's a start.
Something.
It's a start, Trent. All right. You know, the key to climbing the mountain is just piece by piece. All right, step by step. You can't make the leap in one go. All right. You're not a demigod. I'm not even sure demigods can make that jump, but you know. So maybe VP make 1 or 2 more mistakes, and suddenly we are looking at a entirely different game.
It's possible.
I don't hear conviction in your voice. I don't hear convincing statement of possibility.
I said it was possible. This seems like a really bad steal for old Rubik, eh? This new bulldoze that kind of blows on Rubik. Let me just walk in and give myself status. I mean, it's kind of cool to have status resistance for a fight. It's just so, you know, obviously it synergizes much better with charge than anything else. But Solo is smoked up here with Pasha, moving in towards that Radiant jungle.
So maybe he has a 2-pronged plan, right? He just basically activates Bulldoze and then steals charge. Well, here's his opportunity if he wants it. He won't be able to, though. Beastmaster, a little bit of trouble. Necronomicon comes out. First hit bash. Global Stance has been used. Now they need to run away. Rubik is there and has used his status resistance to run away. The back foot Pasha surrounds himself in a circle of safety, and now Juggernaut is inside him. He cleans them up so quickly. Wukong goes down. There's the use of Balance Strike to slow him down. Trying to move away. No, they stole the snakes. They move out though. They don't trap anyone. On the back foot, the charge comes through, securing the kill on Mantis, moving forward with the leap. Hannah wants some. BKB comes out. Ramsey chasing forward to be able to find the kill on no one. But Hannah, is they going to pop the Aegis? Yes, it will. Solo needs to back off now. He hasn't got the movement speed to work with, though. Going to charge through, won't matter. Fade bolt to the face, kills him off. And just like that, effective trade of the Aegis as they get 3 kills, and all they give over is Aegis plus support.
Some really key plays there. Stealing the snakes, very important to make sure VP couldn't fight anymore. Having an arcane rune, pretty nice for Hannah. That is for sure. Pretty much the only reason no one died. I think he just got caught playing kind of around the cooldowns of the Mirana, maybe not noticing.
Yep, nicely done from Vampires. Like you said, especially that Serpent Ward steal completely changed fight. Because you see Wukongs go down like that, 9 times out of 10 you have to retreat. Stick down a Serpent Ward in the middle of it. You ain't the one running anymore.
Now they get a Necro 3 all of a sudden on Harry Potter. Actual solo kill potential.
It's true. Who's the main target, though? You could actually go after Monkey in front row, right?
Yeah, I think no one is...
Speaking of Monkey, yep, no one's been found. Hannah's going to try and run him down, but the mischief comes into use. He'll stay alive. Nice relocate in to save the life of the mid. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they are chasing forward. They won't be able to find the Juggernaut as he does use the spin to get away. Oh, cool down though. Move forward, slows on the Harry Potter. He can't go further with this, or can he? Charge through from Solo. Necronomicon's been activated, but there's going to be a stun from the home missile after the bash. And never strike through to ensure the kill to Harry Potter. While that's happening on the other side, no one does actually find the kill on the Vampire. Hex coming out though. The big one is there. Juggernaut, that's the kill they wanted all along. They'll be able to find it. Kill after kill. It's just... every time, it's just this chain event of Se7en panicking, splitting up, and going, they can't possibly get all of us. And they do, because they're going to find Mantis as well.
All right. And all hope was lost.
It is though, right? It's like this situation is in your mind. You go, okay, we'll throw one kill at them. The rest of us run away. But VP read it perfectly every time. And there's those wards. Back to play, not so nice for the tower. Could be a tipper.
Too. Life is good.
You know, folks, just a little preview. This is what's coming. This is kind of the frustration of Shadow Shaman, is he has a unique perspective on high ground pushes that makes it very hard to stop or disagree with.
At least a little bit of respect this time from Virtus Pro, though. Like, the Gyro's going to go back. He wants to farm up to his next item. They're just going to make sure they don't have a bunch of dead weight on their heroes right now without actually upgrading to anything. I mean, no one... It feels like this has been his items for a while now. He just kind of stalled out somewhat.
Yeah, he's kind of lost traction. I mean, he hasn't got anything on the core either. It's just, this is it. He's got his Maelstrom, he's got his Echo Saber. The Maelstrom is clearly him identifying what you just said. It's like, I don't actually seem to be getting much money. I need to farm quick.
He just, like, started out super strong. Obviously, he's not far behind. He's only, like, 1,500 behind his Gyro, but he was kind of destroying this game at the beginning. And then he just had a couple deaths, so...
Okay, I gotta give props to Solo for that. Immediately identifies he's about to get roared, uses Bulldoze, stats resistance, baby.
Yeah.
Whoa. Just feels like the introduction of stats resistance in many other forms has made heroes like Beastmaster less desirable.
No, it's definitely true. Like, those used to be like these really important stuns that Beastmaster was one of the most popular heroes in Dota, at least in pro matches, for a really long time, just like Bat Rider. And they both suffer for the same reason now, because single target disabled, it's like affected by stats resistance. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that Enigma is suddenly much more popular too, right? Black Hole, although you can, you know, it has to be channeled and everything, at least stats resistance doesn't have an impact on it.
Yeah, it's a fixed duration as long as you don't get stunned out of it somehow. Like, it's kind of a show of channel. I think in some ways it's weird. I don't think it's necessarily a change I disagree with, because channeled spells should have that bigger reward for the fact that you have to channel them, right? So you're at risk of being cancelled at any point, and you actually can't do anything else yourself.
No Mantis is there. They're just waiting for him to walk out of here.
Now they see him. Solo maybe thinks twice about charging until he's got no one in place.
Yeah, I was on CD anyway, so...
Would have been risky anyway. I don't think you want to commit that hard for the stance at this point unless you have a wave pushed in for a clear objective afterwards. You could just charge onto a Juggernaut there. That's an option too.
Yeah, the Vision's helping though. Like, they saw that he was charging, so the Jug backs away. I don't think anyone was there to actually help Solo anyway, but they theoretically could have relocated.
That's true. They want to save the global silence for something aggressive potentially, I think, though. Like, you basically go into a fight, you start one, then you global, so there is no relocate.
Jeez. You're looking at this Gyro right now.
It's just, you know, the triangle changed slightly. It didn't get any worse, though, for a Gyro.
No, it just kind of got easier, honestly. And you know, you're already up 12k at that point when your IO's hitting into level 15. And the game just continues to catapult further in your direction.
I think the sad part is there isn't really a comparison for Radiant side, right? Unless you can, like, break all those trees. You won't ever achieve what you're achieving on the Dire side in terms of that triangle.
No, it's just not the same, no. But that's probably for the best.
Ping's coming out. They see Marana.
Already...
Hex is there. Global Silence has been used. They'll be happy with that, though, because that's the defensive usage of the Global Silence they were looking for.
I mean, if that secures Marana or BKB, though, it's definitely a worth play. Like, if she can get BKB, like, go home, get her BKB and TP back in here, maybe catch them pushing this bottom, that would be nice, but... VP unlikely to stick around for much longer. They just want the bounty runes and out. Oh, that's slow from the balls.
Yeah, Harry Potter moving forward, but Ramsey's charging in. Now there's going to be a charge coming up from Solo. Doesn't even get the Primal Roar out. Beastmaster goes down. Now they jump forward. Mantis, hexed up. He can't escape. They chase a fall for more. Heal's coming out from Rubik, but he's in trouble regardless. Shackles will be there. He will fall. Just like that, their own gang turned against them because of that ball from Roger just hitting into the face of the Beastmaster.
I mean, you have a charging Spirit Breaker, you have Relocate, you got a Monkey King, and then you even have a Shadow Shaman with a Blink Dagger early on because he's a core. It's just... If they don't get that roar kill onto one target, they're never going to win a fight. It's very hard for them to execute these.
They are basically focused on this, like, one kill advantage, right? You've got your Omni Slash, you've got your Primal Roar. It's about a pick-off leading into a team fight win. Whereas you look at VP, Monkey King or Gyro can just take on your whole team at once.
God, Virtus Pro is so good. Whew.
That too. We're working down the list of reasons here. Well, they drop the wards again a little bit early. They're moving. Hex is going to come out. Mirana, they could go for the shackle. They will, in fact, charge through as well. The balance strike connects on another one. Prime Roar is going to come up, but the Wukong's is down. BKB out from no one. They can't find anyone. Yule's in the back, got onto Solo, going to turn around the arrow onto him. He's under the tier 4s. He will go down. Cooldown should force them back, but no, they're going to move forward. They're trying to defend their rack. They want an Omni-Slash opportunity. They won't find it. X going to come out. Shackles from the low ground. Pasha can't be stopped here. Juggernaut, he is done in this city. BKB coming out from Ramsey just to move away. BKB from Hannah on the back foot finds skill into Io. Chase forward to Pasha. They can't do anything, though. Not with the magic immunity. Turn around. Jigus are going to be stacking up. Monkey King. He's got the balance strike. He's ready to use it. There it is. Actually snipes out Sansa. They finally got him around as well. Hex as Pasha moves forward. Beastmaster getting low. Shackles again. This man has been so crucial with the lockdown.
We'll see if Ramses continues his move-clicking adventure. Oh, no, we're just item dropping. All right.
We've changed it now. Just keep dropping his treads. Like, guys, boots. These boots are still really good. Buy them. Meanwhile, Io is just split pushing top. As you did. Oh. Looks like they've caught Mantis. No one will get a solo kill. Hex coming out, and Rubik's dead as well. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. He was about to use Omni-Slash, but Jug decides against it and retreats into his base. Cooldown comes out, slow him down a little bit. No one standing his ground. Needs to be careful. Omni-Slash is going to be there. BKB activate Mischief to try and dodge out some hits.
Oh,
now,
my
no,
God.
the first hit bash. Jug! None of them die. Found the strike through. There's a Never Strike, and Rubik is gone as well. This, have mercy, please. This is not reasonable. No one. Hit by the Prime Roar. Charge through. Beastmaster, where's the bash? They just want one. Wukong gets laid out, but no one can't do anything with it. He's still at the balance strike on cooldown. And Mirana, she's TPing. Look at the opportunity. There's a leap out of the base as Monkey makes his escape. Solo does go down, though, as the Necronomicons chase. Just, I mean, it's a different... You know, we wouldn't enjoy it if they went for the move click again, all right? They had to change the way they BM here. Got to keep it spicy. Got to keep it fresh, Trent.
Yeah, I'm sure Virtus Pro are, I don't know, to me they look annoyed. Like, doing those kind of plays and just trying to, like, kill around the well. It just, and, like, dropping items to me just screams Virtus Pro saying, like, I'm done.
Why haven't you GG'd?
Don't, why, just let it, yeah, just let us out. Come on, guys. This game's over. But they'll just continue to crush, I guess, with the play instead. As the Radiant have been scouting out Roche first, they scanned it, which of course works now, guys. If you missed that change, kind of interesting. Now scan the Roche pit, but...
Even send a bird out because you maybe didn't remember the patch changes. Just to be safe
sure.
anyway. Lasts a minute after all. They did see no one. Well, so you can tell, like I said, VP maybe a little bit frustrated. They just want to end this. They're looking for an opportunity because Se7en are all out of their base right now. There's a line drawn. Actually, Se7en want to go on the aggressive. They want to punish Pasha. I think this is them identifying they can't let him drop those wards. Like, they have to get him away from their base each time. Doug. Okay, he's fine. You know, I honestly expected Solo to commit. Given the amount of charges he has committed on, that seemed like a less brave one, should we say. A more reasonable.
He has half their kills. Well, slightly under, of course, but... The Hawk still has the vision here.
Does indeed.
One chance.
The one opportunity, but can you see that Solo has already zoned them out on the other side of the pit? I mean, how do you actually kill off the Spirit Breaker that fast with almost 2k HP?
You see they don't have a sentry here.
Oh, no one moving in. Prime Roar comes out. They're turning on target. Spirit Breaker down to half HP. No one's still alive. BKB is going to be there. Omni-Slash use. Global Silence. They get it. The most important kill is claimed, and now chasing in Gyrocop to find the kill on Mantis. He can't find it on the Juggernaut, though, as he spins away. He will, however, find it onto a Beastmaster, who has just been E-bladed in the face.
EE Dota.
Yep, moving forward.
Gyro E-blade.
Chasing on Hannah, they might find him as well. They're charging as well. He doesn't have a leap for 6 seconds. If he goes down, they're in trouble. There it is. Ever strike. Hold on to it. Solo just toying with him. We're waiting for this infamous thing we see from VP too often. The BMing in many forms. He can't get it though. Relocating. No.
Oh, relocator.
E-blade, baby. Ramsey strikes again. Just your standard gyrocopter build, really. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Rubik needs to get himself onto a tree by the pit to steal the Aegis, though. Uh-oh. Roger knows.
Balls in the face. Mayday. Mayday. Earn's there. Vampire. He needs to escape. He's going to leap down, but he doesn't have a way out afterwards.
Tried to farm the creep wave. Couldn't even get it.
Can we just agree how hilarious Rubik looks when he's getting ready for a pounce out of the tree, by the way?
Oh yeah, he's like really big bow going.
He kind of shakes his little boot. He's like, I'm ready. And Solo's ready to carry Nagus. You got any opinions on that, Trent?
I mean, clearly he is the key hero to winning this game, so I give him the Aegis as well. It's definitely not just because this game is ridiculously over.
First
there
in,
is
man.
hope.
First in. You ever get sick of being the positive guy?
I just don't even know at this point. It's like, why bother? It's like, you're not learning anything. So like, I don't know, maybe I'm just having fun. I'm just being a curmudgeon right now, or something, I'm sure.
I mean, we're getting close to Christmas. You're more of a Krampus, right?
I just feel bad for Virtus, bro. It just feels like they could be doing more valuable things with their time.
They could be eating before the match instead of like demanding time to eat. Something like that.
Yeah.
I think we're on a rolling schedule, but we are waiting on previous games to finish up before the next one. But you know, there's still hope. You get super late game, and Omni Slash could maybe do something against these very beefy heroes.
Couple rapiers, maybe, you know? Get in there.
No. It's all about attack speed. Just build 5 butterflies.
Oh, okay, perfect. Isn't the bonus damage only like 80? It's only 60 bonus damage, so it's, you know, damage seems pretty good.
Well, it's attack speed, though. You want attack speed, man. You need attack speed.
But no.
Have you do you not want to be? Do you not want to be like an anime character here? Come on. Uh oh. Moving in, BKB comes out. Beastmaster getting low on HP already. The global silence is going to be there. Solo completes the charge on the silencer. Funnical and Beastmaster find more. Silencer goes down as well. Hannah trying to stand her ground, trying to get rid of Roger, but she can't. She falls. They lose even more as Rubik does fall on the last one in the base, but no escape. Jug goes down, and they've given up. They finally realized it's over. GG as VP take it 2-0.
Oof. VP looking good. I mean, they are just
Ridiculously good at Dota. They make other teams look like they are not even deserving of playing in the same map. So rough times there for old Se7en, but VP, no, just kind of doing their normal bread and butter. Didn't even really have to show anything off the new patch. First game was basically heroes they played before anyway that just all get buffed, and then they're given Io Gyro the second, so it's kind of a wash.
Yeah, Se7en seem to have some infamous curse. If there's a Gyro Io in a game, they definitely lose. That's been my experience with these guys. It just seems like an odd thing to give over at any stage of like the last year. Everyone knows the Io Gyro combo is pretty borked, right? It's like there's been loads of discussion like nerf Gyro or nerf Io, but it's like the heroes individually aren't outrageous. It's just when you bring those two together. It's like a perfect match. But that does mean the VP are already off to a stormer start as they take a 2-0. Does also mean they are the quickest finish in the CIS region's qualifiers so far. So we're going to go to a short break. We are back with another series.
So are we doing losers, I'm assuming?
Let me just check the schedule. I think we have an upper bracket, actually. They gave us something beautiful. Let me check it.
Wow.
Close something and it doesn't save your tabs. Oh, a sec, I can get this. Damn it, I had important stuff in those tabs. Alright, here we go. Schedule. Then we have got Group A's upper bracket. Which
really?
Yeah. You sound surprised. Why are you so
Well,
shocked?
why would they give us the upper bracket?
Because
I guess they want the elimination, but
because only
fair.
Owen can only cover one of them. Come on,
That's
dude.
true.
Right, so we'll go to a short break, guys, and then we will be back with the next series. I'll let you guys know in the chat.
Well, now hold on. You're saying short break. This could be a long break.
All right, a potentially short or medium-sized break, depending on your perspective on short or medium, which we're not getting into because that's a completely different debate on the rights of elves or dwarves. Stay tuned, guys.
Perfect.